Hello, YouTube, and welcome to the Builder's Diaries, where I build a business and a body at the same time. Today, I'm going to be talking a lot about the business and a lot of really cool updates that I have, some new little directions. I guess I always get new directions, but new things that I'm adding and going along, and then just a little bit about the body and what I'm doing now outside of my challenge. It's been, 60 days since I embarked on this raw food and weightlifting challenge. What am I doing now? Am I still like weightlifting and all that kind of stuff? So let's get into some really cool updates today. First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody tuning in and everybody watching because my YouTube channel is growing, you guys. It's really cool to see my YouTube channel growing. And as someone who I started on Instagram probably like 4 or 5 years ago, it's been a while now, it just kind of goes, and I just have never had much growth. I've never seen much growth at all. And I always was just kind of frustrated with it because I felt like I was creating good content. I felt like I had a really good message. I felt like a lot of people, when they do find me, they love my content, but I was just like, how am I able to get out to more people? And since I was in the holistic health niche, I had to be very careful with what I said. So I was around a lot of restrictions and I worked around that. So it's just been kind of a constant battle of trying to grow and get new people tuning in and finding people that, really want to listen to the kind of content that I have and really, can relate to it and can learn from it and are looking for this content, because there are definitely people out there looking for this kind of content, you guys. So I've been trying on that. And it was in December. I might have talked about it in here before, but in December, I actually just kind of tried something new. I tried a new experiment where I did a reel a day every day for 30 days. And I posted it on Instagram. I posted it on Facebook. I posted on YouTube. And I posted on, not Twitter, but TikTok. Yeah. TikTok didn't do very well for me. So TikTok is not really where my audience is. I'm not on TikTok. I actually was just like, it's not even worth even posting there. I don't even have it on my phone, you guys. I don't go on TikTok, but YouTube surprised me. YouTube, I got a lot more. I grew. It was the number one. I grew so much more on YouTube, and I was getting a lot more people tuning in, a lot more viewers, a lot more, impressions, everything. So I was like, why am I not doing more on YouTube? And that's hence why I'm here now. I've been doing all this because I'm like, this is where I need to be. This is where my people are going to find me, because they're not finding me anywhere else. And Facebook just, it was okay. But it was YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and then TikTok. So I just try so hard on Instagram to do really well. And I don't know, YouTube is where it's at for me. YouTube is where it's been for me. So that's where you're going to see me right now. And I want to bring more to YouTube other than this series. This is, as I'm recording this right now, this is like the 23rd episode, I believe, of the Builder's Diaries. The 7th episode just launched and went live. And it's so funny to watch these episodes back because I didn't have a nice of a camera. I didn't have my mic set up. And so you can hear the echo of my camera or my computer when I was recording off my computer. So it's funny to see the evolution of how things have evolved as I've gotten in here and gotten better. And hopefully, you're tuning in. And if you tune in from the beginning, oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you for sticking with me, for sticking with all that. And if you didn't see any of that, maybe go back and kind of see the quality and the difference, because it's interesting. But they're doing well. I actually had like over 600 views on one of my episodes this week, which was really cool. I was like, oh, wow, over 600 views. 600 people are tuning into a long form episode of mine. And that's more views than I get on a reel sometimes. So that's pretty cool. I was really excited about that. So everything's growing. Everything's doing good. Looking better and all of that. I am going to be bringing a new series coming soon, and that is in the works. Probably working on it the next couple days. I've just got a lot going on, so I'm like trying to make sure I do everything in timely order. But that's coming soon. I'm going to be launching an interview series where I interview other women, other plant-based women who are fit and healthy, and I want to talk to them about what they do, and kind of hopefully they can share some of their tidbits, some of their favorite recipes, what they eat for breakfast, because a lot of people, they don't really know that you can build muscle without eating animals or without eating, protein and dairy and milk and eggs and all that kind of stuff. But you can, and you can feel amazing. You can look amazing. And I want to showcase people that are doing that. So I have 2 people already that are like, yeah, I'm in, I'm down. So that's coming. And I actually reached out to one of them, and we have a deadline because we're both in this bundle coming up for the plant-based bundle in coming soon. It's weird because it doesn't seem like it because I don't have my calendar turned. It's only like 1 month, but it's next month. So about a week or so. A week and a couple days is going to be launching. So I'm going to basically need to do the interview with her because she's in the bundle. We're going to talk about the bundle a little bit on the interview. So it's kicking my butt in gear to be like, all right, let's go. Let's get this interview, series launched and done. So that'll probably be the first one next week that I film. So I got some time to work on that. Hopefully I can get that figured out. I will. So podcasts are coming, more on the podcasts or the video podcast, more on that coming soon, which is really cool. I got another sale on my book, which is really cool. And I was really proud of this sale because I was at work and I got an email and I was like, oh, you have a new sale. I'm like, oh, sweet. So someone bought my challenge book and they bought it off of an email, which was awesome because I'm like, oh my gosh, my funnel's working. It was a follow-up email. So you guys, fortune is in the follow-up with your people, because it was someone who had seen a couple emails and I was like, hey, I'm going to increase the price, which I will increase the price eventually. That's the goal of this, is to increase the price, so I was excited. I was like, yeah, I got another sale. So now I've almost made a little over $250 this month, the last 3 weeks that I launched a product, which is cool. So more money. You guys have been able to pay for my overhead and making money, which is awesome. I was making zero when the series first started. I was making $0 and just had a dream and said, I'm going to create this product and people are going to buy it. And not a lot of people are buying it, but slowly but surely they are buying it. I need to reach out to more people. That's what it's about. You got to get more eyeballs on it. You got to get it out to more people. And that is the goal. Like, that's what I really need to be doing. I have my alarm on and I need to turn that off so it doesn't interrupt us during this thing. It's off. So yeah. So another thing, I got the sale. And then one of the other things on my huge list of stuff I need to do, which is not behind me, it's right here. Normally it's always behind me, but it's right here. Is I need to create a website. So I'm going to be doing more, podcast interviews. I'm going to be doing more, talks. I'm going to be get my name out there. So it's like, if people look me up and try to find me, I don't really want to send them to my healing website, which is that Ion Healing, which has all the healing is great and all that, but that's a little bit different than muscle building, So I wanted something separate. So I built my own website, you guys, and it's, very basic, very, very basic. I built it in System.io. I built it through a blog site. So it's going to be cool because I will eventually start doing blog articles, and that's going to be like my content. So the blog articles can go out to my email list, and then they can go out, onto my website. And it's kind of a cool little place for me to showcase different things about, food and fitness and articles and, whatever I want to write about. I don't even know, that's coming soon. It's another place I'm going to link my YouTube stuff. So this is also linked on my website right now. So if you go to fitrawlife.com, you can actually link and see the Builder's Diaries. It says binge now, and you can click on that and you get the whole playlist of all of the episodes of the Builder's Diaries that have been released. And then I'm going to link the interview series on there as well. So I do already have my free book in there. You can click on there and you go straight into the funnel to get the free book. And then I have a direct link for the 6-week challenge. So you click on the 6-week challenge, you go directly to the sales page for the 6-week challenge. So it's all kind of linked together very, very simply. It took me probably 3 or 4 hours to do it and, format it and figure out what do I want to do? How do I want it to look? I'm going to build more and more onto it. I'm going to make it look better and better. So if right now what it looks like, it's probably going to look vastly different by the time this episode comes out. So check it out, fitrawlife.com, because I might even have, my retreat stuff on there, which that's coming. There's more stuff I need to put on there, but I was just like, I want to get something up, something out. So when people start looking me up, that's there, so fitrawlife.com website is done and I did it. And I'm so proud of myself, you guys. I don't think you understand. Like, I was going through it. I'm like, oh gosh, I want to hire someone to do this. I want to hire someone to do this. Like, I don't want to do this. I want it to look good. And I'm still kind of thinking like, maybe I should hire someone to like kind of make it, turn that key and just turn it up a dial and make it look a lot better. But I can do this, I'm going to do this and it's okay. I can do it. I'm going to just keep, 1% better every day. And that's all I can do. I'm just going to keep making it look better. And maybe eventually I'll hire someone to really make it look good, but for now it works. It's very simple. It's very basic. And that's exactly what the feedback I'm getting from my friends and my clients are like. It's perfect. It's literally straight to the point. Exactly what you need is very simple and direct. And it's like, that's what you need. You don't need all this fluff when you go on a website. We don't have time to look over all this fluff and read all these paragraphs. And maybe some people want that, but you can check out my YouTube videos if you want to hear me talking about more things, so that's why I'm kind of like, I don't really need all that fluff on there. If they want to learn more, they can watch stuff like this. I'm very raw and real on this, and you're going to get more out of someone like this and learn my personality and who I am better than a website. So that's just my 2 cents. But going back to podcasts, I did book 2 podcast interviews next week, and I booked them on Wednesday. So it's going to be back to back. I'll be nice and look pretty and be ready for it, but it'll be back to back. I'll be doing podcasts. So I'm excited for that. I haven't done one for a while. I haven't told my story, like this version of my story. So I kind of need to work on that, I think, and maybe get something in my head. I just did that on my website, basically redid this whole story because it is my story. It's just, it had another chapter, and so it's just adding this new chapter of taking everything I've done before and really combining it into, okay, this is how I created Fit Raw Life, is everything I've done. Then I'm like, oh, I had this another epiphany and a new thing that I'm doing, and that is Fit Raw Life. So I'm excited to get the word out about it. There's a guy in, I think it was Istanbul, maybe. I'm going to butcher this, but yeah, somewhere, not here. Our time zones were crazy. It was like 3 a.m. I'm like, oh man, this is going to be interesting. And then another girl that I'm going to be doing it with next week. So I'm excited. That's coming. And what else? But the website, I enrolled in a copywriting course on Saturday night because, I don't have a million other things going on. But for me, I feel like I need it. And I feel like I need to take my writing to the next level. And that's what I'm lacking. I wrote my ad script is done. It's done. And I'm looking at it. I'm just like, I like it, but it could be better. And I'm just like, what is it missing? What is that pow, that like wow factor, And so I found just randomly, I went online and I was like, copywriting course, whatever. I think that's probably what I probably just Googled it, honestly. And I came across Course AI, and they had all these courses in there, and I just found something, and it was like a course through UC Davis about strategic copywriting or content marketing and copywriting, and just randomly, and I was like, oh, this actually looks good. So I start watching it, and like 2 episodes in, it becomes very apparent that this whole purpose of this is to create a website. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is so weird. How did how did this just happen? Because one of the things on my list to do is create a website, and I've been like dragging my feet to create a website. I need to create a website. So now I'm enrolled in this course, and like the whole point of the course and the project, and you get graded on it and you have to turn it in and all this kind of stuff, is your website. So I'm like, interesting. So randomly, so that kicked me in gear to get the website done, because I did have to turn in the About Me page and all that. And I've learned a lot in this course. I'm not done yet. I'm probably over halfway done, but I still have quite a bit to go, and I'm learning a lot, which is cool because it's a different take from just learning from people on YouTube and learning from, my mentors. It's learning from a university, and it's a completely different, these are authors. These are people that are, doing copywriting for different, every other business, and it's not for someone that's trying to create a website. Well, it kind of is, but I don't know, it was just very different. It's very awesome because I'm learning things that I didn't know any of these tips before, and it's helping so much. I created a piece of content today, and I was just like, damn, like that was good. That was really good because of just how I was going to say it this way, and I just reworded it and rephrased it to make it more about like what the people would care about, make it about your audience and what they really care about and why should they watch this. Like, don't just throw facts at them. Throw something that's like really interesting. You're like, oh, hey, what? I didn't know that. Like, I think I actually did a reel today, and it was about cantaloupe, when I was eating a bowl of cantaloupe, and I wanted to talk about how cantaloupe had 11 grams of protein. But I was like, all right, well, that doesn't really, like, that doesn't mean much to people, they're like, oh, 11 grams of protein, that seems low. But 11 grams of protein is the same amount of protein as in 2 medium eggs. So when I say it that way, I'm like, hey, you guys, an entire large cantaloupe has the same amount of protein as 2 medium eggs. That's way more interesting than cantaloupe has 11 grams of protein, So it's like, it's thinking about how can you make it more relatable to people? And a lot more people will probably understand what protein and eggs, because they eat eggs for protein, and they're like, wait, I could get protein in cantaloupe just the same as the eggs, and it tastes so much better, But just thinking about how can you rephrase that. So this course is helping me. I'm the ad's good, but I'm not like ready to record it yet, because I believe that going through this course is going to make me kind of change the ad and make it better. And I think I need to make it a little bit better. And I want to have that wow factor, because I am a good writer, you guys. I know I can do this. This ad is going to be so good. I've already got in my head like where I'm going to film different scenes, and I'm excited, and it goes through my story, and it's really exciting, but I want to make it even more like almost like a movie, like I do watch a lot of like romance movies and like really like awesome documentaries and that kind of stuff. I want to make it something where it grabs your attention, it holds your attention, and you want to learn more. So that's the whole point of the ad, obviously, but I'm working through that. So hopefully the course will be done. I know I'm powering through this course. Every night I'm watching like 2 or 3 like hours of, probably 2 hours of it a day I'm doing, which is powering through it. It's a 20-hour course total. So I'm powering through it, which is cool. But yeah, I'm going to do that. And then those are my updates for the business, basically. Very kind of basic, but exciting things. I'm making sales. I'm moving ahead. I built a website. I used to call myself Super Tech Challenge. There was no way I wanted to do that. I literally really wanted to hire somebody, but I did it. And I'm so proud of myself for actually like sticking in and doing it. And even though it doesn't look the best, it's going to get better. And it's perfect. It's exactly what I need, So I'm just really proud of everything I'm doing and everywhere I've gotten. So celebrate your little mini successes when you have them, because I am having many little successes and it's cool. At work, I was like, oh my God, I just made a sale and I'm sitting here at work. Like, how cool is that? I did absolutely nothing. I didn't have to talk to this person. I didn't send them a message. I didn't have to send them my book. I didn't have to say, oh my gosh, do you want to buy this? Nothing. They just bought it. And it was so cool. Like, I love digital products, you guys. Digital products are awesome. So yeah, but to the body, just real quick, very quick little update. Not much really to update with the body. Everything's kind of the same. It's interesting because before I was really updating on the body, and now I'm really updating on the business because the business is moving along, but the body's kind of like, cool, just status quo. Do the same things I've been doing the last 8 weeks. I'm into week 9 right now, and feel good. Yesterday I was scheduled to go to the gym, but I took the day off. And I was like, I'm going to give my body a rest. My legs were kind of hurting a little bit. And I went heavy on Saturday, you guys. And I went pretty heavy on Monday. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give myself a break. Like, I'm going to take the day. And when I was looking back on the things that I did in the last 2 weeks, when I actually increased my muscle 1.1 pounds, taking rest days when I felt like I really needed it was something I did. I think maybe I worked out 3 to 4 days a week. I didn't work out 4 to 5 days a week. So I think just listening to my body and taking those rest days as needed is good. I'm going to go to a yoga class tonight, which is not a rest day because those classes are kind of difficult sometimes, and probably start back tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, get the weights in and be done. And then over the weekend, I actually have activities to do and networking things to do. So I won't really probably have time for the gym. So 2 more days this week. That means 3 days of workouts, 3 days of weights, normal. I did change something. I did change how I'm working out because I get bored. I can't do the same things over and over. I can't do the same type of workouts over and over. So I was like, let me change it up and make it, for me, it's making it, challenging, but challenging for designing it. So now instead of doing like all upper body and all lower body, or just like a little bit of upper body, a little bit of lower body, kind of whatever, I'm going to do front muscles and then back muscles. So one day I'm going to work all the muscles in the front, kind of upper and lower body. And then one day I'm going to do all the muscles in the back, a mix between upper and lower body. And I guess I could really mix, I don't know, or just do all back and upper, all back, upper. I could do it that way, but I'm just kind of mixing them up. And it's been kind of fun because it's just a new challenge for me mentally to design the workout. And once I design that workout, I'm like, oh, it's kind of fun, because you're working all the front muscles, but you're also working the back, because there's no way you only work the front and you don't touch the back. It's like everything is holistic and everything works together. You're not just 100% only working the front, but you're focused on the front, like the shoulders and the abs. I was working my my quads. So that was fun. So I've changed that up a little bit, and food's the same. I have another fasting day that I should be doing because I do 2 24-hour water fasts a month, and I can't really do it when I was supposed to do it on Saturday because I'm going to be hiking like 4 or 5 hours. So I don't really want to water fast and hike 4 or 5 hours. So I don't know. I might push it off next Wednesday. It might be another week and I'll do it then. So we'll see. But just listening to my body, feeling good. Ate that giant bowl of cantaloupe today. Just had a little bit of spirulina and a smoothie, and just feeling energetic, feeling great. Still eating 100% raw food, pretty like 98% raw food, because I've had like roasted cacao and roasted carob, which is chocolate too. Like, I like my chocolates. But yeah, I haven't had 100%. So I'm like 98% raw, but I have not had a fully cooked meal, like fully cooked. Like, I haven't had any curries or like anything cooked. Like, I haven't no vegetables cooked, nothing cooked at all. Like a fully cooked meal. No, not at all. But all right. I don't want it. It's summertime. I'm craving these like juicy fruits right now. I'm craving watermelon. I'm actually craving some water right now, which is funny. I'm like, I haven't really drank any actual water today. I had a bunch of watermelon and I had a smoothie, but I haven't had any water. So I'm going to go get some water, and reminding you guys, drink some water as well. If it's the summertime when you're watching this, it's hot. If it's not, whatever, still drink your water. But I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.